Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. It's Monday the 27th of January and you join me at the beginning of another training week with mainly Manchester Marathon in mind, but also still trying to tick over if we've got triathlon things later in the year. So today was a lunchtime run, 5.25 miles, 7:40 miling. Nothing really on the agenda other than just turning the legs over, getting them ready for a decent week of training. And it felt good, no niggles, no injuries, felt well within myself, good run. Tick that one off, see you later. Good evening, so it's Tuesday evening. It's not the first training session of the day. I have been and just done a ramp test at Loughborough Uni. So one of the students is doing, or postgrads is doing a study into, I'm going to keep the details for you for a separate video because it's quite long, quite interesting, and I want to give it my full attention, and I'm sure you guys do as well, or maybe you don't, but I'll try and make it a bit more appealing in a different video. But I'll drop you a little clip in now of what I was doing. Essentially a ramp test, so basically a power test that got harder and harder, but it wasn't actually much fatigue on the body because it didn't go off too long. So, on to running club now. Don't know what the session is. I think I missed the group for the warm-up, so see you later. So, there have been several Facebook messages about this, but for some reason this information did not stick in my brain. No training tonight. We're actually training tomorrow night, but I'm not going to be able to make training tomorrow night because I'm doing stuff during the day which will involve running. I'm just going to get run over. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go home, probably get something to eat, and then do some sort of run from home. Oh well, you live and learn. So it's still Tuesday night. Absolutely classic. Got home, had something to eat, so I was starving. Then I put this run off and off, but there was no way I was leaving it. So it's about 10 o'clock now, well past my bedtime, but I have done 4.25 miles, 7:45 miling, nothing special, just a nice little trot. Surprised how much my legs hurt actually following the ramp test. It's only about sort of 16 minutes in total of exercise, and only sort of probably 6 or 7 of it were even hard. But obviously you go to exhaustion, so it was a flat out finish, but whatever. Good morning, I'm not sure it is. Wednesday morning, another tactical day off work. I've got a little bit of a niggle, guys, so I've just gone out for a run. And I sort of felt it a little bit last night, but I thought, oh, perhaps it's just because I had a hard bike session. If I'm going to point at it, it's probably like there. It just feels like it's like a, not sharp pain, but a bit more than a dull ache. So it was enough to make me think, ooh, when I was running. So I thought I'm going to call it there. I've done 0.6 of a mile, just jog and walk back, 'cause it's freezing. I'm just going to call it there for today. I'll probably get out of the bike, but a day off of running in the grand scheme of things isn't the end of the world. I've been getting a lot of good miles in recently, so I don't need to flog myself to get this one training session in. So, oh well, time for breakfast. So I picked the bottom lip up now, I'm happy, back on the bike. Look who's here.
Hello.
Well, Liz, why aren't you at work?
It's my day off.
Whatever. Beautiful day. It's about 7 or 8 degrees, but it's just awesome, isn't it? We've got about 50 miles planned. And a cafe stop, of course, haven't we? Cannot wait. Nice to stretch the legs. Good to be out on the bike. I'll give you a DI2 update in a different video, but it's not all been plain sailing. We made it. 42 miles in. Southwell Garden Centre. Look behind me. Some classic jerseys up on the wall. Southampton Cycling Club standing proud up there, so it's good to see. No, I ain't got time for Instagram. Liz, how's your ride been up to yet?
Great, thank you.
What are you getting? Yeah, where are you getting tucked into?
Jacket potato, cheese and beans.
Awesome. I do like the cheese and soya milk combo. I feel like you're being half a plant-based athlete and half not. I've got just beans. Anyway, time to get stuck in. That was... I know it is. Liz is just pointing out that I've got some snail trails on my arms. Liz, oh, Liz, what is it?
Snot.
Why is your hair green? Snot? That was a lovely lunch. We put off the ride back for as long as we can. We're now going to do about 10 miles with a nice tailwind. And that's about it. So, this guy keeps checking out Liz's bike. It's hilarious. Keeps walking up to it and looking at it. The star of the show, aren't you? Anyway, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Apparently I've got to wait because Liz has got a snotty nose, but TriathlonDan waits for no man or woman. 53 miles. 3.5 hours, 15.5 miles an hour, 2,000 feet of climbing. Any more stats, or was that to cover it all?
I'll do.
Cool. What are you doing next?
Having a nap.
Classic. Good evening, Thursday evening. I've not ran today. I ran down the corridor at work at lunchtime before I got changed, and I felt the niggle ever so slightly, so I just thought, I'm not even getting changed, so I just rested today. Tonight, on the bike, in the garage, doing a Zwift race. So it's about an hour in duration. It's mostly flat, but there's a climb on each lap. It's about a minute and a half long. It's Innsbruck Ring, if anybody knows it. But I'm going to hang on to the lead group for as long as I can. There's about 170 people in this race, so a top 170 finish would be great. Cue the pain, let's go. So I'm 10 minutes in. well and truly dropped by the leaders. God, I'm only just outside the top 100. Unbelievable. I've not really been below 330, 340 watts either. Mental. Oh, great workout though. 600 meters. I'm on the front of the group. Not got the legs or the brains. 500. Still too far out. Just at about 330 watts. Feeling ready to pounce. 400. 350, should we go yet? 3 people around me. 300. 250, nobody's gone yet. 200. Up a couple of gears. Go. Oh. Please help. You see it on the roof? It's my heart rate. 343 watts for an hour and 2 minutes for about 90th place, but that's not the point, is it? You need to remember Zwift's a game. People that get hissy about, oh, the people are putting the weight in wrong and they're using the wrong wheels and whatever. It's a game. It's a great workout. Really enjoyed it. Time to have a bit more of a warm down because I've just slouched over my top 2 because I'm absolutely ballsed. Good afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Before we talk about this afternoon, we need to have a quick chat about last night. So Friday night, I'm going to keep this very brief. I'm going to give myself 25 seconds to talk about it and no more, because I know I try and keep it real on this channel, but I also don't want it to become a moaning Myrtle channel. So I went swimming last night, as I have been the last few weeks. Friday night coach swim session. Good session, lots of technique work, but I really struggle with swimming as a whole, as a concept, as a sport. It doesn't excite me. I'm not very good at it, so that it doesn't make me want to do it anymore. I'm feeling really weak in the water, so I start off okay, but then I sort of get worse and worse as the session goes on. We do a lot of swimming with metronomes, so I find myself getting behind the beep, and that then infuriates me, and I start swimming worse, and then people come past me, oh, it just gets a bit much, and I just don't, well, I'm not enjoying it at the minute, but I need to do something about it because I do want to be a good triathlete. So watch this space, desperate times, desperate measures. That's it, time's up. On to today then. So Saturday lunchtime. Now, I had a niggle earlier in the week. It's absolutely fine now, but I have just gone out and done half an hour steady run today. I haven't done a long run. I might do a bit further tomorrow, but I'm going to take this opportunity just to take my foot off the gas a little bit. Looking back at my training peaks last few weeks, I've done sort of 4 weeks or 4.5 weeks of really a lot bigger mileage than I had done all last year. So I did 200 miles in January, so I think I'm due a week of just easier running. So I'm going to have a rest few days, or recovery few days, and then get back on it next week. I remember a time when bikes weren't allowed in the house. Cheers, Liz. It's alcohol free though, it's alright. This is the first stage of ruining cycling for Liz. So Liz used to ride a bike because she enjoyed it. Now she's training. She's got a cadence sensor. How's it going?
Sweating.
Good. GCN cadence workout. She's really getting the hang of it. It's the start of some training with purpose, isn't it? Liz, how's your first session with a cadence sensor?
Sweaty.
To give you a bit more focus to push hard?
Yeah.
Good. Actually follow the structured session and knowing
it's a
what
lot
you do.
better.
Good. Right, Liz first started calling it a power meter. I've corrected her, don't worry. We'll get there, won't we?
I'll get a power meter one day.
Will you? Slowly but surely ruining cycling for Liz. Liz, how's your long run Sunday going?
Brilliant.
Oh my god. Were road shoes a good choice?
Yep.
So we're out with a social group this morning, Sunday morning, just for, I don't know, 10 or 12 miles, but this is ridiculous. We're both in road shoes, but there's been so much rain. This is proper off-road. It's like cross country, isn't it?
Yeah, this is why I don't do cross country.
Oh, dear. Come on, Liz, why are you walking? Oh. Oh my god. Ooh. Are you having a great time? I'm just going to do an outro that you're involved in, James. Run done and dusted. James has got an event to tell you all about that he thinks you might be interested in. And what was that, James?
Well, this is on the down low, but I'm hoping that and maybe I'll do a Deca next year.
No, the one in America. Around the
Oh,
block.
the Transcendental 3100.
Yeah, which
so that's
is
3,100 miles around one New York City block, which is like less than 900 meters long. I think the cut-off's 56 days. So I won't be doing it anytime soon, but it does sound interesting.
Sounds great.
I think you'd like it, Dan.
I think I would, yeah. Anyway, that is it. Week of training done, dusted. See you later.